We had the Orange Money institution actually carries out a function of mobile money operation, and that operation in itself started sometime way back before the establishment of Orange as an institution. It started sometime with Zane. It's like a mobile money operation, and at its inception it was called Spark, and later Zane sold to Airtel. Airtel took over, and then it became Airtel Money. And then in 2016, Orange took over the operation, and now it's called Orange Money. So I would say, in terms of the concept of mobile money, it started a long time ago. But if we're talking about Orange Money, we can say it started effectively in 2017. Prior to that, we had Airtel Money. And so yes, the mobile money operation has been around for some time now. A happy 2022. I'm looking forward to a very successful year. And now, my hope is to continue the success story of what have transpired in the past 3 years. And my expectation is that we're going to expand our operation more. We're going to bring on board more customers. And my personal view is that we are going to deepen financial inclusion in Sierra Leone, since we are one of the key contributors to ensuring that individuals, the underserved, the unserved, are able to access financial services in Sierra Leone. So we're going to continue in that direction, and my hope is that at the end of the day, people's lives will change as a result of the service that we provide to Sierra Leoneans. Agents are one of our partners, one set of our partners. We have aggregators. They are the other. They're the other arm of our distribution network. But like every other partner, you definitely will encounter misunderstanding, chat disagreements, and stuff like that. So yes, last year we reviewed a commission that is being paid to this agent, and they were unhappy. But the idea behind the reduction was to enhance our operational capability and to be able to invest more into the operation. And the only way you can invest more is by accumulating more funds for investment. So that was the goal behind the change in commission paid to the agents. But as you are aware, we had the intervention of Parliament, and we had to reverse course, which in essence actually impacted on our level of investment. But nonetheless, as an institution, and we did not relent, because we know the people of Sierra Leone needs mobile money operation, and it will be unfair to them to pull back one way or the other. So we moved forward, and we've now been able to quell that situation. We're now in good shape with the agents. We are working well, and in fact our agent base has grown in 2021. So how do I make this very simple without going into too much complexity? So I'll just touch on the structure of remuneration. So earlier in 2019, the remuneration structure is such that For every revenue we make, okay, or every commission earned from cash out, agent will receive 40%. Okay, and if you want to send money to somebody, let's say a relative, you pay them the money. That is called cashing. We also pay them 10% for that service. So combined, they were earning, just the agent, not the aggregators, they were earning 50% of the revenue, and this is very key, of the revenue that we earn. And out of that, and in addition to paying them that 50%, even as Orange, we also pay the aggregators 10%. So in other words, if customer cash out and then we collect a commission of, let's say, 10,000 units, okay? Out of that commission that comes, 50% goes to the agent. I've given you a breakdown: 10% cash out, sorry, 40% cash out, 10% cash in, and then 10% goes to the aggregators. So only 40% comes to Orange Money. And it is out of that 40% that we pay salary, we run our operations and do all the stuff. So you can see how squeeze our margins. Okay? I mean, there is no business in Sierra Leone that splits revenue in that form. People split profit and not revenue. So in 2019, we realized that that model is actually challenging in terms of carrying our operation. So we said, you know what, we're going to reduce the commission by just 2 percentage points. So we used to give you 40% on cash out, we're now going to give you 38%. So we did that in 2019. And in 2020, we said, okay, we need to reduce it further, but this is going to be the last time. Or we need to reduce it by 5 percentage points. That is from 38% now to 33. Sorry, 4%, 4 percentage point, 38 to 34%. So that's where the issue started. We actually implemented it, and after that we had all this uproar. And but the fact of this, even after reducing it to 34%, okay, at the end of the day, we were still paying almost half of our revenue back to our aggregators and these agents. So that was the issue. And we tried to explain to them that this is to ensure that Orange Money continues to remain healthy, financially healthy, and be able to provide more services for the people of Sierra Leone. Be that as it may, we've worked back on that one, and we're still moving forward to ensure that we'll continue to provide our services. Just to put that into context, so you appreciate what we're saying here. We have about 10,200 agents right across the 16 districts in Sierra Leone. Everywhere we're present, and what that means is that if you look at all the banks, for example, you combine all their branches together, I'm not sure whether it's more than 100. Okay? Now just picture that. Now, because the branches are like the outlets where they can service customers. So agents are like our outlets where they service our customers for Orange Money. And so we have like more than 10,000. So it's quite a lot. We still have areas that we are not present, and our hope is that in 2022, again, like I said, we're going to expand operation. We'll have more agents in this area. So our agents are a very crucial element of our operations, and that's why we take the relationship very seriously. A lot, but I'll just name a few. Now, if you look at the landscape in Sierra Leone, now in terms of adults that have access to financial services or bank accounts, so in Sierra Leone it's about 12%. It tells you we have 88% of the population that don't have access to banking services. Okay? Now, since 2019 to 2020, according to the recent UNCDF report, that dynamic has changed significantly. Okay? If you put together all the total number of banking customers or people that have bank accounts, it's less than 1 million. As we speak today, as at the end of the year 2021, we have achieved a total active customer base of 1.5 million customers. Orange money customers. And due to the math, our adult population in Sierra Leone is about 4.5 million, which tells you now 1/3 of the adult population now have access to financial services. So that's a massive inroad that we've made. Okay? So that's just one aspect. Now, we've also been able to introduce lots of services. Today, as we speak, people can now take quick loans, because what happened is that we partnered with a microfinance institution, Temper Solution. They provide the microfinance services, but we do the distribution. So now people can now access easily up to 500,000 loans.
The least and the maximum and the minimum.
So the minimum is 15,000 loans and the max is 500,000. So threshold requirement. First, you must have been an Orange Money customer for at least 90 days. Secondly, you must have been transacting, doing Orange Money transaction, cash in, cash out, bill payment, whatever. You must be doing those services. Now, for you to have your limit will depend on the volume of your transaction. Now, if you transact more high value, then you would have access to more higher loan amounts. But if you only transact once in a while and very low transaction volume and value, you would only have access to the low amount. So it depends on, and the logic behind this actually it's an artificial intelligence that works with it. It studies the customer's behavior and it responds to it accordingly. We've established this facility or this service for about over a year. And I can tell you that our 6-month delinquency, or say loss, okay, non-performed loan, is about 1%. So that means a bad debt, 6-month bad debt is about 1%. So what that tells you is the model that we've adopted is very robust. Like I told you, it's the scoring model is backed by, it's actually underscored by an artificial intelligence processor. So someone who thinks, oh, I'll just buy a SIM card today, do a few transactions here and there, and then have access to 500,000, you're kidding yourself. It's not going to happen. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. That's why the minimum number of months you must have used your SIM is three months. And even after 3 months, it continues to observe your behavior. So, and for those who would have access to 500,000, you really should have been doing quite a lot. And for people who are doing quite a lot, it will be rare for these people to throw their SIMs, because it means if you can transact such a volume, 500,000 is very small amount for that particular individual.
To address some of these challenges for 2022?
I think that is one area that we've had a lot of challenges over the years, reversal, and we've done lots of improvements. Now, as we speak, you can actually do the self-reversal or initiate the self-reversal, or initiate the reversal yourself. We dub it self-reversal. If you pick up your phone with the #144 and you select 2, you can see under option 2, and you go under option 5, you can see self-reversal. So it's easier now for customers to reverse transaction themselves than actually calling us to do so. So what we're going to do further is to enhance that process. How? We're going to communicate more, so people become more aware of the option to do self-reversal. And then we're going to make the process much more easier for them to also do the self-reversal, because for now, when you want to do the self-reversal, I think it's about 4 or 5 steps. What we want to do is to reduce that to just 2 steps. So that's our goal. And in 2021, we're going to do that, and then communicate and sensitize our customers so that they're able to reverse transaction as and when, and then it becomes easier for all of us in 2021. We were able to establish relationship with more banks, as now more people can now do bank to wallet transactions, wallet to bank and bank to wallet transactions. We're also able to bring on board, now as we speak, your relatives that lives in diasporas overseas and so on can actually send money directly into the mobile money wallet. So there is no need to go to foreign exchange bureau to wait for your money and all that. All you need to do, the funds, once they send it directly, it comes directly into your mobile money wallet, and then you can cash it out or pay bill as the case may be. So to answer your question, yes, we've improved quite a lot this year, and I'm very thrilled and excited about it. And in December, we also signed contract with 3 district council, Bo, Kenema, and Kono, to undertake tax collections. So yeah, a lot of things are happening, and we're very, very much grateful to the satisfaction. And I can say, based on the latest feedback we've had, I think I can proudly say yes, customers are telling us that we've lived up to their expectations, but yet we still have a lot more to do. I mean, it's a business that requires constant improvement, because the needs of individual changes every day. So you have to keep up. That's a huge opportunity now. Maybe before they left, our active base was low, but now more people have come on board, and it's a good time for them to come back and make more money. And I also encourage them to say, look, whatever issue you may have had in the past, let's come and discuss and see how best we can forge a better relationship. But I'm quite sure we have lots more agents on board. As we forge into 2022, my message to the customers: first, let me say thanks to all customers. They are the very reason why we do exist, and I just want to thank them for their patronage, and I'll continue to look forward to them, to their participation in the coming year and years. And yes, like we always say, there is no perfect business. You will always have hiccups here and there. But the one thing or the one commitment I'm making or I've always made is to ensure we have constant improvement year after year. And one thing I'm going to tell them is that the orange money that was in 2020 was not the orange money in 2021. A lot of things changed. And the orange money in 2021 will not be the orange money in 2022. A lot of improvement is going to be made. And I can assure them of our constant commitment to quality, constant commitment to improving the services or our services. And they should brace themselves because we're coming with lots of exciting products into the market this year. And they're going to be, I believe, very appreciative of what we're going to show them.